Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well wherever you may be. Welcome. If you're new, welcome back. If you've been and seen my content before, I hope you guys are doing better today than full time yesterday. I honestly, I was I was raging. Absolutely, fucking eyes are so red at the end of that full time. Everton 2, Liverpool.
Fuck.
Congratulations, Everton, on your final. I know that there isn't much going on down at that side of Merseyside, and that this is your one and only chance in the season to really feel good about it. You know what? But I'm not going to be here fucking shitting on Everton. That's an easy enough job. But I gotta say, look, fair play, right? Everton scored the goal in the dying seconds, and we gotta suck it up. As frustrating as a sucker punch that it was, we have to take it. We have to hold that, because for all of my rage at the end of last night's game, I was more frustrated with us. Yes, I could go in on Michael Oliver, and I'm going to go into that mofo. But we played exactly the way Everton wanted us to play. You know, Everton wanted us to be in the mud. Everton wanted us to be there in the little things, and so we fell for it. And that was always my worry coming into this game. Was like, would we be able to control our emotions? Would we try to be as clinical as we've always been throughout the season? I know it's a derby, and you know what? This is what this is why I couldn't just jump on the camera last night and just kind of like talk, because I didn't know how the fuck I felt after that game. I had so many things going through me, and my emotions went from acceptance to rage and anger to disappointment to acceptance to rage and anger to disappointment. You get the vicious cycle. But I was mostly just ticked off with our team, because you know what? Apart from the goal that Everton scored, if we had come away with that win, I would have said, look, we didn't play a great game. It wasn't a great performance, but my goodness me, this team knows how to get it over the line. And in a Merseyside derby, the last Merseyside derby at Goodison, it would have been such a brilliant way to end it off, you know, to make sure that Goodison stays red. But as it stands, all things equal, and at the end of the day, you know what? It was probably the best result. And I can understand why, for neutrals, if you were a neutral, you absolutely love that game. And you know what? I can appreciate the football. You know, I'm not just some kind of snobby person that only, you know, can only talk about Liverpool. I can recognize it. I recognize Tarkowski's winner. It's fantastic for them. It reminds me of that Phil Jagielka. I don't know how the fuck you say his name. Jagielka, whatever. Scored against us during the the Rodgers era. But seconds away from the best derby results. Now, look, in terms of how that game was refereed, because I honestly didn't think that the referee, I felt that we started, the longer the game kind of went on, we started to feel a little bit aggrieved, and this was something that I was a bit worried about. Whenever we literally just tap an Everton player, they would fall. I mean, they would just fall all over the place, and then we would get blown up. But I think where my gripe sits mostly with the referee for yesterday was that when we were in our box and we were getting pushed and we were getting touched, he didn't blow for us. I don't mind. Look, I'm not saying here that Liverpool was favoured or that we got robbed or anything like that, because I believe that he was crap for both teams. I'm sure that there were shots from Everton where they couldn't actually believe that nothing happened. But just in general, Michael Oliver, as the best official in the Premier League, give me a fucking break. If he's your best, at best he's fucking incompetent. At best he's incompetent, right? And look, we can talk about, like I said, we can talk about the extra minutes, we can talk about the extra times. We need to make sure that we don't give these oxygen thieves like Michael Oliver any kind of sniff so that they can actually be the star. Because we know Michael Oliver fucking loves the attention. So why do we allow ourselves to get into the mud like that? And then on top of it, and this is where I fucking absolutely raged, on top of that, Curtis Jones got sent off and Arne Slot got sent off. Now look, I can understand, the game was as you would look back like a throwback game, right? It was as if we went back to 1990, and the ref also blew the game like it was fucking 1990 when we in 2025, okay? But the game was blood, guts, and thunder, right? And like I said, for a neutral, fantastic. For me, as a Liverpool fan, where we have to worry about injuries and stuff like that, I was fucking biting my nails. Look, I have fucking no nails left. I was just fucking done. So you know what? All that being said, the only people I can sit here and blame for that is ourselves. But that being said, though, I also see wild overreactions from people. Right? Yeah, you're gonna lose it now. No, we're 7 points ahead of Arsenal. Alright? Nine would have obviously been a lot, would have obviously been great. But it's fine. It's fine. And you know what? Now with the hindsight and doing the overnight test, a draw is a fair result. We probably would have drawn that game in December in any case. A win would have been an absolute bonus, considering that, Everton had their chances. We had our chances, but Everton had their chances too. But the longer that game kind of like went on, the more I kind of felt that we had it in the bag until we didn't. By and large, we were okay. Like I said, it wasn't a great performance, but as I've said before as well, I'm not looking at great performances for this part of the season. We've got 14 games left, right? And we've got to go out there and we've got to treat every game as a final. I know it sounds like a cliche when you say that, but it absolutely is. The only thing we need to focus on now is setting things right against Wolves and making sure we get the result against Wolves. That's the only thing. Because I can forgive. I can accept it. Look, I can accept us going out of the FA Cup, losing against Plymouth Argyle, right? I can accept that. I can accept that we drew last night because it was one of those games just, the stars aligned and fucking the football gods and all that other bullshit, right? For me, what's going to be important now is the next game. And, by and large, I thought we were, even though we didn't have a great performance, I thought there were great moments in that game. I thought Alexis McAllister was excellent. He's the only player for me. He was the standout player last night. I didn't think Gravenberg had a really good game, and it was obvious when he got replaced by Curtis Jones when he came on. But I thought by and large we were good. Mo Salah was not there, but again he pops up with an assist and a fucking stunning goal, and I really thought that was gonna be the winning goal. I think everybody really thought about it, and you know what, Liverpool would have come away, and I'd be like, fine, great, we move on. But as it is what it is. We get away with a 1 point, and I'm fine with that. I honest to God, I can't sit here in all fairness and really just lay the blame at the referees or VAR or anything like that, because I thought by and large he was shit for both teams and VAR was crap for both teams. So whatever. It still just fucking sucks that we were like seconds away. But this is how it goes. Like when I think about when we played against Bournemouth and I saw Justin Kluivert, the form player, miss an open goal, it's like, yeah, it's like the football gods. They have to find balance. You get away with the win against Bournemouth, and I think winning at Bournemouth was, I think, more important than drawing at Everton, because I do feel that had Bournemouth drawn, or had Bournemouth or Kluivert had scored that goal, I honestly felt we were a little bit shaky that Bournemouth would have gone on to go win that game. As it stands, we come away with 3 points, but we draw this one. So, you know what? In the scale and the balances of everything, karma, all that shit you want to call it, it is what it is, and we move on. We keep it pushing. I think we're on to 57 points now, so 7 points ahead of Arsenal. I think that, you know, we're fine. We're fine. That's the only thing that needs to happen. And I think this game, how I'll feel about this game depends on how we're gonna react against Wolves. But you know what? It's a home game. We get to play Everton again sometime, and I hope we get to fucking smash them this time. Like smash them. But you know what? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. As it was. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Fucking footballer. Anyways, Reds. Look, that's all I got for today, man. I've taken my medicine. I've gone on social media. I've looked at all the fan hater watch-alongs and all that kind of stuff. It's actually great. Like, don't hide from it, right? If Liverpool get a loss or we get a draw or whatever, I always find fucking embrace it, face it, go in there, read all the social forums, go and watch the reaction videos and all that kind of stuff, so that you can actually be like, you know what, I don't want to feel like this again. I'll accept it, but I don't want to feel like this again. So it's actually great therapy, confronting your demons. Because listen, we all know, right, as a Liverpool fan, all these years competing against Man City and coming so close and still losing has traumatized us as a fan base. Like I felt last night was a kind of lethargic moment. It was kind of bubbling. This kind of this tenseness, this anxiety that's with the players, because I know how much it means to them, and I know that they know how important it is to stay on top of things. You know, luckily for us, this season City is nowhere to be found, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that we've won the league, because as I've mentioned to you guys before, we are 2 injuries away from being fucking in the mud again. We can see how Arsenal's fucking owners bottled it by not signing players for them, so that now they've got like a injury list this high. Kai Havertz just out recently with a hamstring as well. So when our owners didn't strengthen in this last window, and I thought to myself, I hope that this gamble doesn't come back to bite us. And I still believe that an injury here or there could put us really in the mud. That's why 9 points last night would have just given us a little bit of a cushion. But you know what? It's the Premier League. There are no easy games, so to speak, unless you're playing fucking West Ham. But it is what it is, and we have to just take it on the chin, accept it, and move on, and focus on Wolves. That's the most important part. I just want to quickly end off just one last thing, and you know, with everything that was happening after the match, I got to give it up for Big Verge. He showed real leadership last night. You know, when everybody was losing their heads around him, he was the calm one. He was the one that pulled the coaching staff away from Liverpool, that pulled Curtis Jones away, Darwin Núñez out of the way. And he was the one, very magnanimously, went up to the referee, shook his hand, not in any kind of sarcastic manner, but just, you know what, fine, okay, we're going to move on. And I like the way he spoke about in his post-match. So, you know what, that's the leader we want. That's the leader that we are grateful to have, you know. And fair play to Virgil van Dijk. He bigged up Everton, fair play to that as well. So, you know what, I thought, you know, for a draw was probably a fair result. I hope you fucking Evertonians, you Evertonian blue shites, enjoy it. I hope that you guys are in the Premier League next season, so that when we play you with the first Merseyside derby at your new stadium, that we come and fucking beat you, just so that we can restore balance to nature. I sound so fucking sour grapes, bro. Nah, man, nah. I'm tired. I cannot, like I said, I cannot sit here as much as I wanted to go in on the referees. we shouldn't give the referees the opportunity to influence the game, you know. But I hope that this result galvanized us. Stay calm, stay collected, do our thing, and be more composed. Play like we played at the beginning of the season, where, you know what, we were okay with keeping the ball. We didn't try to just go there and blast it out. It's sometimes fine to just kind of think. But anyway, we wanted to speak about it. Listen, guys, thanks for watching. Do all that lovely stuff for the algorithm. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all the lovely stuff. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to think about it. But if not, yeah, I'll see you guys at the next one. Hopefully this will be a watch along. I'm back on it again. I've had some technical issues the last couple of weeks, so I haven't been able to do any watch alongs, but I should be back on them again. Take care, Reds. There we go again. I'll see you later.